Girls of Reddit, what signs should a guy pick up on that you like them? If a girl says she wants to come over to do some laundry because her washer and dryer are both broken and then comes over and forgets to bring her laundry basket, it's because she's just forgetful. Definitely show her your guinea pig and try to do some calculus with her so at least something productive can get done. I had a huge collection of hats and this girl would take them so that I would have to come back. She said she would trade me for a kiss. I just went home and got another hat. She eventually got her kiss and I never got my hats. We get married in a couple weeks. Still no word on the hats. Are you doing something that sucks and she's still here? Like you took her on a date that bombed. Like the theater was closed, so you had to drive across town to another theater and then had to wait an hour for the movie you planned to see. So you missed the open times for the restaurant you planned and had to get weird 24-hour diner food, and she is still here with you smiling and looking at you happily and talking? That means she's interested. When a girl invites you over for a movie, sits real close, wants to play with your hair, and tells you that she's thinking about getting her bag waxed, she probably is into you. Took me about 2.5 years to figure that one out. I found out he got that rare game bundle on Xbox. I told to him that Banjo and Kazooie was one of my favorite childhood games. My N64 cartridge was also corrupted, so I couldn't play it anymore. So I kept asking to come over after work and apologize a lot for wanting to hang out and play it with him. I'd sit right beside him almost very cuddly. He wasn't really taking the hint. I think it was because we had been friends since grade 8, so he didn't really think much of it, but he thought it was weird that I kept asking and then apologizing to hang out so much. One day I asked him if he wanted to go to the amusement park with me because I got free tickets. He said sure and thought nothing of it. Later that night I complain that I'm uncomfortable with my sitting position, to which he replies with then find something comfortable I guess. I said okay and landed my head on his shoulder. That's when everything clicked in his head. Edit. Forgot to mention for Christmas last year he got me a Banjo-Kazooie necklace. Probably the cutest gift I've ever gotten. Personally, I stand a lot closer. Like, really close. Also I seek you out more often to talk. Did I come over to ask what you're doing for the 20th time today? I've got a crush. Edit. Oh geez, this blew up. I guess more girls do this than I thought. The woman I married, but later divorced, asked me out by saying I think you're smart and funny and attractive and stuff and I want to duck you and be your girlfriend and stuff. We were stoners at the time. I would never have guessed otherwise. I text you back every time on time. Touch. I need to touch your arm. Making eye contact from the across the room. A lot. Smiling. Lots and lots of smiling. Like for no reason. If we drag you along to any event or place, we like you. I never get asked anywhere. Oh, I just made myself sad. If we talk to you a lot, but don't really have a lot to say. Edit. Thanks guys for chatting with me about this. A lot of you are right. Not all girls are like this. This is just something I've noticed that I do, and that a lot of girls I know do. Obviously everyone is different. If you are interested, I highly recommend researching info on love languages. Knowing about the different types really helps to be able to notice more the way different people show that they care. Everyone is different and sometimes it's hard to notice when people are using a different love language than you. What I described above might be known as the language of quality time. As an introvert with pretty low self-esteem, it's not easy for me to put myself out there and initiate and maintain interaction with anyone. So any time intentionally spent with someone might mean more to me than it would to you. She touches her hair when you talk to her. She find excuses to be with you. School project, next to each other at bus. She laughs at your jokes. She tells you emotional stories that happened to her and only a few people know. She texts you good morning and you are the person she texts constantly. She likes all your stuff on Facebook, even this BuzzFeed article you shared. Source, I'm a girl. Edit. Since apparently every guy on Reddit is friend-zoned by a girl, these are some tips that may give a clue that a girl might be into you. It doesn't that she is into. Most of the time people don't know what they want. It takes a lot of trust to be to a certain level of connection with someone. They are the things I have done when I'm interested in a guy, but none of them are on purpose. I have also friend-zoned guys, sorry, because I didn't know what kind of relationship I wanted with them, and I was probably sending mixed signals. Cause one day I was attracted, the other I couldn't imagine myself with him. Fortunately I grow up, and I try to avoid doing that. Now I'm married, so I don't even have to go through these stages anymore. To all redditors who are getting mixed signals, hang in there, and know when it's time to go further with a relationship, or realize that she/he will never be with you. I'm a woman, and I'm not going to speak on behalf of all women, but these are true for me. If I smile/laugh around you a lot, just naturally, I have an easy laugh, but if I really laugh at a lot of what you say, I like you a lot. I think for me, it's true in how much I smile around someone, and if my laugh sounds a bit breathy, when I genuinely laugh, I definitely sound like I'm a bit out of breath. I need this one. I need someone whose sense of humor goes well with mine. If we can't joke with each other, or laugh at the same kinds of things, we are doomed lol. If I don't know you yet, I may not be good at eye contact. Once we've spoken and stuff, I will hold eye contact. I've had times where I held eye contact with someone before I knew them, but that can be hard for me sometimes, before I've gotten to talking to someone. Just shyness maybe, if I lick my lips/bite my lips, or play with my lips at all. Texting wise, my response rate varies. But if I'm sending you or pleasant messages, it means I want to continue talking. If it's just cool good luck or something, I'm not into it, but I wouldn't put too much weight into response rate for me at least. If I feel comfortable touching you, or you touching me, if I hold your arm or something, that means I wanna see you naked, lol. Plus 100 PTS for me touching your thigh or knee area. That is 100% I wanna get with you. I'm not touchy with people I don't have that bond with, but when I feel it, I'll be really touchy. I generally dress myself well and all, but if I put an effort to look extra hot around you, it's probably because I like you. I'm comfortable in sweats too, so putting that address on equals I like you, etc. For me, my actions speak before I even realize. But here's some things I noticed about me, may apply to other women IDK. Edit. This list of course does not apply to all women, and only if all boxes are ticked. Do I like a guy? I have guy friends I play WoW with, but I won't stay up late to talk to them. If I try to feed you, cook or buy food, like a Subway or pizza. If I try to get you to play the video game I like. If I speak to you for nothing but a conversational link you are mean to get a conversation going. You aren't asked for, or to do anything, except maybe hang out with me. If a girl speaks to you then almost instantly asks you to drive her somewhere without you, like a party, then she isn't into you. If she speaks to you then asks if you wanna go see a movie, she may be. If I tell you about events I think are cool and totally want to go to, if I take an interest in the music/films etc you link to me, if I'll let you get into my personal bubble, this is a hard one to determine. You have to observe a female in her natural habitat, with friends. Does she stand slightly closer to you when talking to you? Does she lean toward you when you sit next to each other? Does she touch you or impede on your personal space unexpectedly? It can be hard to tell with more touchy-feely people. If I'm talking to you way after my bedtime, or you could stop looking for signs and just ask. As a shy girl I just look at you from across the room real often. If you back I'll be blushing like hell, and I'd stutter a lot if you talk to me. I'm a ducking failure when it comes to dating/flirting. I kind of hate that I do this, but if I'm teasing you, or purposely bickering with you about something silly, I like you. I have a dark and sarcastic sense of humor though, and sadly I think I've accidentally made people feel bad for real. When you're 15, and you tell your really cute neighbor that you're bored, and she suggests you could try playing spin the bottle. Do not reply with, "Ma, that takes more than 2 people." I was in my ducking 20s before what she meant finally clicked for me. Once went on a nice 2 or 3 mile run with a girl. She dropped me off at my house and we agreed to meet up at her house. When I got done with my shower, told me her back door would be unlocked and I could come in. After my shower I drove up, went through her back door, and into her room and chilled on her bed to mess around on my phone. After like 20 minutes she comes out in a towel and says, "Some reason I kept thinking you were going to come get in the shower with me. My door was unlocked." I just looked at her and said, "No." Then she looked down at herself in a towel, picked up some clothes out of her closet, and walked out angrily. I had the biggest crush on that girl for like 3 years prior, and blew my chance. Gotta love high school.